Hello and greetings everyone. Today I'm going to demonstrate to you on the Satlab SL Hydrofor software, the user manual on this video. In this video, you'll see in the chapter 2 system mode which contains real-time acquisition and the playback mode on your recorded data using the Hydroflow using the ADCP devices. What you have to do next is, for example, here we have the main interface here on the Satlab. In this interface, you will see the SL Hydrofor software that we use. For example, over here it will say that on how to select a file or measurement that you have done into the software. For example, here I have the software itself. So I go to the file and then go to open measurement. Go and open measurement and then select your file where you will keep and save. Make sure that the format is as per the below, which is that in PGM or XPGM, MEA or MMT. Just open the file and then you will see that this device has been activated, has been graphed here. Over here you will see and how to the graph flow over here. To do the playback mode, you can see the top bar here. You just play around and then there'll be data from here. Over here you will see the velocity graph sequence. Down here you will see the Pro Echo. The Pro Echo means the ADCP sensor unit, colored in red, blue, green and orange. So over here there are 4 sensors reading at the same time, but give you different reading. Track graph is where your both position and method, where the blue stands for water speed, where the direction, as you can see, the direction flow is on the left, which means that the water flow is going to the left. The red track is our boat positioning and where we're going. Alright, let's go back to the velocity graph. Over here you will see that there will be a blue, green, yellow and red. What it stands for means the blue means the water speed is below 0, which is a very slow movement, while in the green section is getting higher, in the yellow section is getting faster, and the red is getting faster again. There will be two kind of leveling down here, where the above here is your surface depth. This will be a BLM depth, and it is a true river depth. This was like a correction error, because there's, for example, what we're doing here in Kuching river testing, there will be true depth, and it is a river bed over here. Next will be your time sequence. Time sequence is your graph velocity and all the color water flow and the temperature on the river. Here's the velocity profile graph on each second of the point that it is measured. For example, when I pause, you can check the depth, the water flow on each level of what the curvature and water velocity means. Profile tubular is where we with the ADCP will calculate it depending on its beam velocity on each sensor. So we have 4 sensors here. There will be a 4 reading on each requirement. For example, your velocity, your loading speed, your velocity speed, your relative error value, correlations and everything. Time sequence sequential is where every second, for example, here it will be shown in second, where how many data has been captured. The water depth is the true water depth. This is the total water depth. So the deepest it will go here. So the valid cell number is over here. Curvature water direction, mean water. GSS tabular is your GSS receiver connected to the ADCP, while the profile average tabular will show you the average of velocity, water discharge over here, and good measurement. But here that's always the profile of the result. But now I'm going to show you the summary of this. For example, you want the summary of this thing, just click here summary, and it will go there will be a summary tabular over here, where it gives you all the total discharge water, where the relative error, total area has been measured, where the area is been water speed on the highest flow or flow direction, and how many degrees was it, max water speed, water boat speed, heading. The heading is like the boat heading degree, where For example, you're going to up to the north and back to the south, like back and forth. So here will show you the degree of what your boat heading at. So this also will show your boat speed according to the ADCP itself. So the actual rate, the water depth, the maximum water depth. So max will be your total, what's the deepest water depth is that can measure within that certain flow of area. So this is where the average. So just in case you want to this summary data, you want to export it out, so you can go for output Excel, just press over here, output PDF over here, or you want the survey result just like this. Survey result, you can like modify to your own information required. For example, your site name, weather, wind direction, your boat number, your line number, your computer name, flow model information. Needs depend on what the requirement needed. For example, just in case if you have the water level information on that day, you can like start to measure, start to give out the measurement of here, start water level, and the end water level over here, where the average can, and then you put the input. Measure information, you can do like a validation record and everything here in a PDF or Excel, and that's it. For example, you want the survey result, you can just put it here, open here, it will give you the total survey result. For example, now I'm going to save Excel. I'll show you Excel. Okay. The other thing that you can do, whatever the data have, for example, you can zoom in to look at the data. For example, the water flow here. You can zoom into the ADCP to look at. Also, you can zoom in inside this thing. For example, if you want quick data measurement, for example, you can select this data. It will show you this water depth, the water speed during at that time, and the flow direction of your boat, the flow direction of the water. So this is how the deepest it can go. Over here, you have the parameter table here, which have the base parameter, flow parameter, navigation parameter. Is the acoustic parameter, where the fuzzy speed, the deep size, the depth of the ADCP, and the water flow rate, where you can measure it over here. So that's all, I believe, the second thing. So thank you.